You Talk family, what go on? What go on? This your boy D with another live show of You Talk. And y'all know how we start off every show. It ain't no me. Without you, baby. Kane Nation, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Well, we tried. We came up short, 37-34. In the Cheez-It Bowl. In the Cheez-It Bowl. And again, man, I want to commend all of the players, man, for a great second half. We fought back, but I still say I'm gonna start off the night. First of all, man, I'm mad. I'm mad because we should have won the game. And again, I think that the coaches are holding these guys back, especially on defense. Especially on defense. And we're going to get into it tonight, man. But y'all know I'm going to get the first shout out of the night. They go to my super producer, man, my homeboy, Mr. King Judge. Him fail. Shout out to Mr. King Judge.
KJ Production in the building.
King Judge, what it do? Chaos Kane, what it do, man? Sigmund Sanderfire, man. Drop balls. Man, I told y'all, I'm tired of watching this movie. I don't even know why in the hell D. Wiggins, number 8, was still out there after dropping 3 passes late in the fourth quarter. I didn't understand that, man, at all. I'm tired of it. It's just like, oh, we getting straight into it tonight. Boy, y'all ready to talk, man. Y'all ready for it. Y'all know how we do it. It's You Talk. Call the station name and where you calling from.
Well, it's a less hyped up Larry Frank Jr. calling in, but you know I had to chime in, brother.
Oh, brother, I'm waiting on you. I was waiting on you, brother. Listen, when I seen it, I was like, there go my boy. I know he got a lot to say, man. So I'm gonna let you do your thing, man. I'm just gonna start off and ask you the question, man. Like, I still say get rid of Blake Baker, man. So I'm gonna let you go, Larry Frank. I'm gonna let you do your thing. I'm gonna let you start. Go ahead. I'll chime in as you go.
All right, D. I'm gonna just be like this, man. Bonus you take for the week, man. Bonus you take. So let me just get on right into it. Blake Baker, that game was lost on the strength of the first quarter. The defense was unprepared. Mm-hmm. If you watched it like I watched it, I heard the announcers on 2 different occasions. The announcer, it was a 3rd and 1. They were lined up pretty much to stuff the run. Nobody on the receiver when they converted. And in another series, the announcers even said that the guys aren't even lined up. They called it. I mean, if the announcers could see it,
right,
you know the coaching staff will see it.
Right.
The way that these guys came out, you know, and that's the one thing I told y'all last night, man. He couldn't come out here and let this quarterback come out here and start guns a-blazing, you know, and that's exactly what happened. You get down 21-0. I don't care who you are. It's an uphill battle.
Yes, sir.
It's an uphill battle to get back in the game. So the way I see it, man, I wish we could have got that final touchdown on that last drive and won the game, because it would have been pretty much what most of us called for last night. Let's win the game, and if the defense is sloppy, so be it.
Right.
Blake Baker has to go. But at the end of the day, I think it's official. I mean, you look at 37 points given up tonight, 62 points given up a few weeks ago.
21 in the first quarter, Larry Frank. The first half, the first quarter.
First quarter. That game was pretty much decided in the first quarter. I just gotta, you know, the bright spot that I like is the heart and soul of the team not quitting, because they could have laid down.
Yes, sir.
So, and remember last night, I was like, you know what? I was looking at their mentality coming off of that North Carolina loss. Well, it looked like, you know, the fire was there. It just took a little bit too long to kind of get lit. I saw where Bubba Boulder said they were going to play with a fire, but clearly that fire didn't get lit until it was too late.
Yes.
And credit the team for when King went down, because I thought when King went down, they were going to fold and it was going to really be ugly. Credit them for rallying around each other and coming back. Looked like the defense started coming together, and man, look, one of the guys I was looking at for next season, Severa, Jade Severa, Nestor. He was playing awesome. Jafari Harvey was doing his thing, and I saw some things to be excited about moving into next season. But overall, I'm done with Blake Baker. I'm just waiting on the announcement. I'm hoping that I can get the little ping on my phone. You know what I'm saying?
Right, bro. Right.
Breaking news.
Right.
Just like last year when they fired Enos directly after the Louisiana Tech loss in the Independence Bowl.
Right.
Went on 2 years in a row, man. Make that adjustment. Let's make it happen. So
yes, sir.
That's the first thing. The second thing, I gotta give major
I know what you're finna say.
Major shouts and credits and props and just credit to N'Kosi.
Say it.
That dude is a Miami Hurricane.
Yes, he is.
He. Let me tell you something. I detailed it last night from when you came off the Kaya era to Malik. And honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you. Mark Richt dropped the ball with N'Kosi. Manny Diaz dropped the ball with N'Kosi. N'Kosi is the type of quarterback that if he would have been able to play and not been shuffled around from his freshman year.
From offensive coordinator to coach to coach, yes.
Yes. You stunted his growth. You stunted his progress and everything trying to please these other guys. And at the end of the day, N'Kosi, business as usual. He just sat there, rode the pine all these seasons off and on. King goes down tonight. What happens? I'm looking at everybody in the groups. Oh man, it's over with. Man, King comes up in there and balls out, and it's the defense that costs the game. King Perry came in there and basically gave us an opportunity to win
the game.
He kept us in there. So, man, look, I was quick to say TVD versus Garcia, but guess what? Even I got to go back on that. I want to see. Especially if, because you got to see what the extent of King's injury is. I mean, I'm going to just be honest with you. I'm not trying to speculate, and I'm hoping it's not, an ACL.
Mm-hmm.
But we've seen this before. I mean, he planted, and he just went down. It buckled. And I had even, I told E. Gray on his live at halftime, if you look at how his knee, how he planted, it was eerily similar to Derrick Rose against Philadelphia in 2012. Even going to that right side, like when Derrick Rose was trying to drive, he just did like a little stutter step hop.
Mm-hmm.
It was eerily similar. And yes, he did take a hit on it when he got flipped in the air, but I'm just hoping maybe it's a deep knee bruise or something like that from the helmet hit. But D, when they were calling for the cart and requested the cart, that's never a good sign.
Right.
That's never good news. Shouts out to him for saying, you know what, man, I'm not getting carried out here. I'm walking out here. I'm walking out on my own, and he couldn't put no weight on it and walked out. And bigger shout out to him for not staying in the locker room and holding his head down. The man came back out and will, just try to be some emotional support to his team.
Right.
So credit to him, but shouts out to Perry for balling out. He did what he can do. You can only do so much. 34 points. And all them 7 drop passes. What more can you ask N'Kosi?
Lord have mercy.
What can you ask him to do?
Lord have mercy.
And I mean, you had a touchdown that was dropped, plus the 2-point conversion that Brevin had. I don't know what the refs was doing.
Right. How could that be overturned? How could that be overturned, Larry Frank?
Exactly. So we kind of got in our own way, and we had the referees hating on us as well. But speaking of those drops, man, let me tell you something.
Mm-hmm.
Wiggins. Hey, happy trails. Bye. Get in the transfer portal.
Pope,
get out of here. Pope, same thing. Bye. Get in the transfer portal. Harley, you did what you could do. Yeah, you messed up the punt, but I'm not gonna hold that against you because you came on late in the season,
right?
And you helped us out as best as you could, and you made plays. So if Harley would come back, for having that extra year eligibility, I'd like to see him come back to lead that group of receivers that's coming in. But, man, you got these guys like Jeremiah Payton sitting on the bench.
Michael Redding.
Young man, I think
Michael
Redding sitting on the bench. All right? He's on the bench. The young man that actually had a touchdown pass.
Yeah, Keyshawn Smith, man.
Keyshawn Smith. Yeah, he had the touchdown pass. He broke off. He made his break, and he was able to catch the ball, and it pretty much was a score. So at the end of the day, man, I'm going to be honest with you. This loyalty stuff.
Say it. Come on and say it. Say it.
Dude, I'm going to just be 100. Loyalty as far as you worrying about these upperclassmen and loyalty over the skill set, man, you're not going to get nowhere with that. Ask Alabama about that when Jalen Hurts was stinking up the joint against Georgia in the national championship, and Nick Saban said, you know what, Jalen? No disrespect, man, but I got to do what I got to do. Put 2 in, and what happened? You won a championship. Now, I'm not saying you know it's going to go that far, but you got to make certain decisions. And if you happen to offend these players, hey, man, you're supposed to be there to coach them and lead them as young men. You're
That's
not
right.
supposed to be their homeboy or their partner.
That's right.
You know, these are the type of lessons that's going to make them grow as young men.
That's right.
So at the end of the day, man, you got a lot that you got to look at in the offseason. I think that Lashley is now seeing that with Smith and with these younger receivers that he already has, and then you got these young ones that just got signed that's coming in. You got some toys to play with. The biggest X factor right now is you got to see what's going on with King. You got to see what the extent of the injury is. And right now, at the end of December, if it is an ACL, it's one of those injuries, the timing of it, he rehabs it, and he can very well be back for Bama. I mean, the Bama game ain't till September the 4th, so you got like 9.5 months. So he can rehab and be back, but at the end of the day, he's not going to be there in the spring, and he may just be getting to work the kinks out in summer camp. But at the end of the day, Garcia, TVD, N'Kosi Perry, hey, man, give them all the reps in the spring. Give them everything you got to give them, because if you do roll with King next year to start the season opener against Bama, whoever's going to be your second and third team quarterbacks, they're going to get all of these offseason reps. They're going to have to be ready at whatever point. So I'm a mixed bag of emotions, D. It's like I'm not happy because we lost. I'm obviously not happy because of what happened with King, but I'm happy to see the fight in this team. I'm happy that this team showed that they can pull together and not lay down. That's about the biggest bright spot that I got coming out of that. But I'm gonna be 100. I don't know if you listened during the game when the announcer, she was talking about Ed Reed, how he had started talking more to the defensive backs. I'm really thinking that Ed Reed might wind up becoming a member of that staff. He you know, depending on what happens with Rump, I'm really starting to think that Ed Reed might be an option as DB coach, because he's starting to get a little hands-on with it more than he was before. Because I noticed when she said that Ed Reed was talking to the DBs a lot, you know, coming into this game and even during the play and during everything else. And I'm gonna tell you something, man. Corey Couch showed me early. You got your corner with him. You got one corner right there in the beginning. Corey Couch was shutting everything down his way. But that other one, bro. That number 4, man. That's
Keontra,
4 and number 8.
Keontra Smith.
Yeah, number 8.
Hey, y'all, I wanna welcome E. Gray to the show, y'all. E. Gray just joined us. Keontra Smith, DJ Ivy. I thought that Takori had his moments. This wasn't one of his best games, but he still is the number 1 quarterback. My question to you, Larry Frank, is, to me it looks like the Rhett Lashley is a little bit too. He don't run the same offense when N'Kosi Perry was in the game. It's like he's a bit run heavy when D'Eriq King is up underneath the center. Did you kind of notice that? Is that just me, man? It seems like the offense was a little bit more open, you know, when N'Kosi Perry got up underneath the center versus when King in. It's like we run heavy and more predictable.
Yeah, D. From what I saw, it really looks like Rhett Lashley is calling plays based on his personnel, especially at the quarterback position. With King, you know, King is elusive. King is fast. King is pretty much almost like a running back that can throw. You know, he's a running back and a quarterback that has a little bit more of a skill set towards the running back side. It just so happens that he has some skills as far as quarterback skills is concerned. So he's going to dial up more running plays and you know, quarterback draws and stuff like that. But with N'Kosi, you saw it. Like, he had a few that he dialed up with N'Kosi to run with, but when it was all said and done, N'Kosi really showed that his arm is not as bad.
It's been there.
Portrayed his arm to be. He has a throwing talent.
It's been there.
He's there. And I mean, I'm telling you, man, if these clowns, I'm gonna call it for what it is.
It is what it is. Say it. Say it.
If these clowns don't drop all of these passes, Wiggins bobbles a pass that goes right in between his fingertips, and he bobbles it and loses it. And Pope, you dropping passes. If these fools don't drop these balls, we win the ball game.
Right.
Because for sure, that was a touchdown that Wiggins dropped.
Yeah.
We win the ball game.
Yeah.
So, that's why I say hit the transfer portal. Thanks for your services, but hey, you showed what you needed to show. I'm done. I'm done with them. I'm gonna tell you something else. I'm really hoping that Brevin comes back, because what you saw, and this is what a lot of people tend to forget. Brevin really shined in his early, the first couple of years with Nkosi. Nkosi and Brevin really had a special chemistry when they first got together, and you kind of saw the reemergence of that. And I'm telling you, if Brevin comes back, Mallory's already confirmed he's coming back. We got to wait and see what Brevin's going to do. So if Brevin comes back with Mallory, you work on that offensive line, and let's just say it is Nkosi, September the 4th in Atlanta. I'm not going to say I'm liking our chances, because we got to see what happens with the defense, but I like our chances offensively, because Nkosi, he's not an elusive guy, but he's mobile enough to where if he has to get out the pocket, you got to respect the little running ability that he does have. And as we've seen in history with Nick Saban, he does have trouble with mobile quarterbacks. He's had trouble defending mobile quarterbacks. But we got a whole off season before we get to that. But like I say, man, you're right. I think Red Lashley changed up the play calling based on what he had. Now, I do think in the future, if you eventually get to Garcia or Tyler Van Dyke, I think that's what you're going to see. You're going to see that's why he wanted a pro-style quarterback. That's why he recruited, Garcia. So I think moving forward, you're going to see more of and it goes back to what I told you on last week's show, more elements of an air raid where he airs that ball out, that off the film like what I saw with him at SMU. You kind of saw elements of it tonight. So that part has me somewhat optimistic, because if you get the right guy under center and you call the right type of offense and you got the right type of players who's catching passes, we put up 34, we should have very well put up 42 to 45 or whatever with a backup quarterback.
Right. Question. Position of need. Transfer portal for next year. What's the biggest position of need?
Oh God.
I'm gonna say cornerback. That's just me.
Well, yeah, definitely. I'm really looking at cornerback in as far as the second half of signing day in February. But definitely, if you can find one in the transfer portal, go ahead on and get one. I still say linebacker, because at the end of the day, those guys, they still started once they got settled in. They were running. They started kind of gashing us a little bit. I just don't think that they were talented enough to really open it up, but they did hurt us enough. I think if you had a better linebacker that can come up there, stuff the run, I don't think they get their running game started. But you're right. I'm going to go cornerback. Cornerback is definitely something that if you can get it in the portal, go ahead and get it. You still got to see what's going on. You still got Lewis, the linebacker. You got to see what he's going to do, and you got to see where his head is at, because his parents want him to stay local, but he wants to leave. So, and then you got to see who else they're going to target. But definitely a cornerback. I think Takori can definitely lock down one starting spot. Like I said, you got Blades coming back, but I still say you got to get depth, and you're going to need some dogs back there. But ultimately, you're going to have to figure out your coaching situation, because whoever you get, it does not matter who you get. If you're not coaching them up and you're not, teaching them the fundamentals, and you're not even lining up right, it doesn't matter, man. You can have the second coming to Deion Sanders. It's not going to matter, bro, because at the end of the day, if you can't, flourish through the fundamentals, what's the point? You know what I'm saying? So that's I think the biggest position to need.
Okay. Well, Larry Frank, man, I appreciate you chiming in with us tonight, man. That's my boy, man, Larry Frank Jr., man. I appreciate it, man.
No doubt, no doubt. Well, like I said, I had fun, and like I say, moving on, we're in off season. Hey, it may not be football season, but we're going to act like it's football season. So I will catch y'all on the other side. And once again, man, y'all have a very happy and prosperous new year, and I will be talking to y'all later.
Man, most definitely, big dog.
Frank.
Happy New Year to you, brother. I'll be in touch.
All right. Yes, sir. All right. Later, y'all.
All right, brother.
Hype it up.
It's you talk, baby.
Again, man, I want to welcome my dog to the show, man. My boy, man, E. Gray, Just Saying Sports, just joined us, man. Let me shout out a couple of people, and I'm going to give you the opportunity to come on in and let us know what your thoughts are on it, man. Shout out to Latrell Stoudemire, Cuban Kane, the usual corporates, Lafayette Cole, what it do? Shout out to Derek McCullough, George Diaz, Benny Barrett, what it do? Miami Flo came up in the building, and my boy J.R. Hayes. Mo, what's up? Jeffrey O'Neal, Jose Martinez, everybody in the building. We gonna talk about it. Chaos Kane, what it do? Egray, I want to hear it, man. Talk to me, man. What you thought about tonight, man?
Well, first of all, the drop passes was the biggest thing that chapped my ass the entire game. I mean, you know, D. Wiggins, Mark Pope, they can get the fuck on through for all I care, man. I'm serious, because at this point in their career, you cannot continuously drop passes. They've done it all year, man. But night, I mean, 5 long game-changing passes you just dropped. And Brevin Jordan, you dropped a couple too. You know what I'm saying? I love Brevin Jordan. But he dropped a couple as well. But we cannot continue to have just drop passes, man. I'm talking about passes where Nicole Perry put the damn ball right where it needs to be, man. It's just called make the damn catch and hit your hand. You know, it's different if it's a miraculous catch, if you stretching to get it and you don't get it. Now, I'm talking about he dropping dimes, man. Dropping dimes. And you can't bring it in. Second of all, with the cornerback situation, I mean, the only cornerback that we do have is the Corey Couch. He had a couple penalties. Some was warranted, some wasn't. But I'm not even faulting him on the ones that were warranted, because I'm looking over at the other side of the ball at DJ Ivey. I mean, dude, they're killing us underneath. What the hell are we playing cushion coverage? It was a couple times. Finally, Blake Baker made the change and pushed Corey Couch on closer man coverage. And things started to change. But he still had DJ Ivey and number 4. I forgot, somebody told me his name earlier. But
Keontra Smith.
I mean, that didn't make sense, man. They was not going over the top against us for the majority of the night. How in the hell you let this man get behind you? And we running a cushion goddamn defense. I don't understand it. Second, we tried to bring pressure. Sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't.
But when we brought pressure, E. Gray, not to cut you off, it was working. He didn't start bringing pressure till we got down 21 points, and it was working. And then he stopped bringing pressure again, E. Gray.
Yeah, but even when he did it early in the game, executed well. But you're right, he did start selling out more with bringing pressure when we got down. Defensively, except for that damn when we went up by when we closed in and they drove right down the field like it was nothing. Oh, that shit was so bad. But I don't know, and I'm not sold on Rhett Lashley's play calling, never have been, and you know that all year. The last possession of the game, 3rd and long, you call the play, and then you're going to run a wide receiver screen on 4th and long. How about run the wide receiver screen, shorten it up, and then you got a better chance on 4th and short, even if they can hit it. Now, granted, the running back screen that they ran on 2nd down wasn't executed well. They called a blitz. We ran the screen, and Nikose overthrew him.
He overthrew him because he had somebody in his face. He had a blitz coming from both sides.
In his damn face.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just with some of the play calling, man, and, you know, you and I were texting back and forth during the game. Mm-hmm. You were right. It's like he alters the play calling when he has a different quarterback in the game with, you know, Perry and when King went out, man. So first year at Miami, I'll give him a pass. I'll give him a pass. New system, new pass. And I want to talk to Larry Frank before he went off. I meant to mention it to him because he was talking about the chemistry with Perry and Brevin Jordan going into the next year. Who the hell says that Perry's going to beat TVD out? And I'm not knocking Perry because Perry looked good. He didn't do a damn thing right. He looked good. Them boys was dropping his passes.
Different offense, man. Like Larry Frank say, he's played up underneath like what? Three different coaches, three different offensive coordinators.
Absolutely. So Perry is still in the mix, of course, but then you got TVD, you got the rookie coming in, the freshman coming in, and who knows how long King is going to be out because they haven't technically said it, but just watching the game, first thing I said that's ACL or it's a ligament, and because there was no contact. If you look at it full speed, look like it's contact, but if you look at the slow mo replay, that knee buckled, and when it buckled, I said, damn, that's a ligament. And so our prayers up for him. Wish him well. Hope he gets better soon. But fortunately, we do have depth at that position with him coming back as well. But the answer, Larry Frank question, or your question, Larry Frank, talking about the transfer portal. Yeah, we need corners, but we need a stud wide receiver. And what I'm pissed off, somebody help me out about that damn wide receiver that came in. If you remember when Perry threw him the ball and he missed it, he caught it, but it was out of bounds. Number 88.
Yeah, talk about Keyshawn Smith.
Why wasn't he in the game earlier?
Bro, we had been talking about that all week. Even me and you was talking, man.
You remember when Wiggins dropped that screen pass that would have been a touchdown? Imagine if that was him.
Yes.
Why? I for the life of me, I'm like, why in the fuck is Wiggins still in the game? And why is Perry still throwing to him? It just kills me, man. Why in the hell are they still throwing to this man? Dude dropped out. I would have said, man, look here, it's a bowl game. This ain't for no damn championship. I would have said Hope ass down, and I would have said goddamn Wiggins ass down, and I might have would have said Harley down, even though he made some goddamn plays. When he muffed the punt, he was on my shit list, but the defense got off the field. But he did make some plays at the wide receiver position tonight. But them other two, number 6 and number 8, they wouldn't have seen no more field today. No more. I don't give a damn. Seniors or whatever the hell, they wouldn't have seen no more field. I would have seen what I got in them young boys, man. And if I'm a young boy in Miami at the wide receiver position, I would be pissed too. I'm watching these boys drop passes all night long. I'm like, coach, begging coach, put me in, coach. Number 88 looked good. It was just overthrown a little bit outside, but just the way he went after the ball, the aggression that he went after the ball made me a believer. I said, well, goddamn, why is he not in the game? I don't know. Brevin will be all right. Brevin dropped a couple, and that 2-point conversion was bullshit. That was a 2-point conversion. That shit was good. And for them to call it good on the field and overturn it is bullshit.
Well, again, and I was talking to somebody through text like me and you were, man, they're not going to give us any calls. The referees, man, it's you got to win the game on the field. We had plenty of opportunities, I think, to do it, man. The referees did screw us, but
didn't cause us the game.
Exactly.
What caused us the game, 2 turnovers, well, one didn't kill us, but one did hurt us. And then the other one, we had momentum and, the fumble with Perry with the handoff.
Yeah.
And the fact that we didn't create any turnovers to go along with all of the drop passes. And the conversions, the 3rd down conversions that Oklahoma State had against us made no goddamn sense. I'm looking at goddamn DJ Ivey. I don't know if you remember this first half. The ball got tipped in the air. The wide receiver still caught the ball.
Why? Because he was 20 yards off. He was 20 yards off the damn ball and still couldn't get there to make the play.
Still couldn't get there.
Man, let's read some of these text messages, man. Larry Frank, defense first quarter cost us the game. I agree, man. 21 points in the first quarter, man. J.R. Hayes, what you say because he can't catch the damn ball? Let's see, QB Kane, the center snapped the ball to the floor all night. He did. I totally agree, man.
Yeah, he did. He did.
We got a phone caller. It's you talk. Caller, state your name and where you calling from.
this Cuban Kane. I gotta jump in and jump out because the old lady's gonna get me. First of all, let me get out the way. The Lakers suck, but I'm gonna get that out the way. Just I'm gonna get that out the way. But man, I've been telling you guys since the beginning of the season. Number 8, number 6, both number 8s need to transfer, and number 6 need to go to DB. You know, but one thing y'all didn't notice, man, that damn center kept snapping the ball to the damn floor. If you saw Nicole D. Perry, every time he got the ball, he was kneeling down for the damn ball. And by the time he got up, it was like people were on him. And I'm like, what the hell is damn center's doing? Like learn how to snap the ball. And
hey, the one, I don't mean to cut you real quick, Cuban Kane. One snap, he snapped low early, the Perry. Perry scooped the bitch up and still threw a dime. The goddamn old boy dropped. Deep bomb. You remember that?
I'm done with these receivers.
Me too.
Hello?
Yeah. Go ahead, brother. We listening. Go ahead. It's on you.
Yeah, no, my bad. And Manny, I don't care about the defense. I don't care about the offense. You need to get on these motherfucking refs' ass. I'm sorry, man. This has gone way too long. These refs are costing us games. I'm not that type of dude that likes to blame the refs, but that we did have a turnover, E-Gray. The dude tipped the ball, but man, he ain't challenged anything. It's like, man, what the fuck you doing? Like, do something. And it's like
flag.
the holding call.
Throw the damn flag. Return the flag.
Dude, yeah, be a damn coach. You know, it's like if you're a real coach, you would have yanked Wiggins and Pope out of the game in the middle of the season. I'd rather lose games with young bulls instead of these guys that suck. And it's like, Manny, man, it's like, one thing I do like, you know, they play for Manny. That's one thing I could say. They, you know, because we could have got UNC. That's a new term I'm using. We could have got UNC this game, and you know they came back, right? But man, you got to have some balls, man. You know, if you don't have balls, you're gonna be fired next year because you know it's gonna be 3-game losing streak. UNC, Oklahoma State, and Bama game 1, right? And it's like next year you got to win. You know, you can't lose no more than 2 games next year, Manny. And you gotta man up. You know, you got to tell your homeboys, you know, your defensive coordinators, like, hey man, this ain't working. Like, this is my money. I love y'all boys, but E. Gray and Devin, you ain't gonna cost me my money. The only time
I feel you.
On them sorry ass. When I bet on them sorry ass Falcons, that's the only time I lose money because E. Gray talking about Falcons gonna win the damn Super Bowl and all this shit, and I put my
He leading the head, y'all.
But that's here over there, man. It's just, and I think I talked to you guys about this. If Pope and Wiggins want to play in the NFL, you need to learn how to catch the ball with your motherfucking hands. And they can't catch with their damn hands. I don't know if this is the receivers coach. I don't know if they need Lamar Thomas in there. I know Buddy that's, you know, the coach now. I know he put dudes in the NFL, but, you know, it's like you've seen these dudes do body catches the whole damn time. If they can't catch with their damn hands, you need to get the hell out of there. You know what I'm saying? So Manny he got to do something this offseason, you know, because this is just unacceptable. We come out flat, you know, 21-0. Refs are fucking us in the ass. You ain't saying you're just there with, you know, with the face mask over your face, not doing anything. You know, receivers dropping balls. Players are not you're not holding players accountable. You know, us the fans hold Manny accountable, and it's like, Manny, are you holding these players accountable? You know, he did it for the running back position. Cam wasn't balling, and he put Chaney in the game. You know, and Chaney came in the ball, but it's like you still left them two. I don't care. You left them 2 scrubs out there, and it's like you gotta do something. You gotta be like Nick Saban did in the damn championship game. In the second quarter, he benched his damn quarterback. Like that's a coach. You know, it's like you gotta coach. You gotta make critical decisions. You're making $3 to $4 million a year. Like not we, but the school pays you to make critical decisions, and you can't be homeboys and friendly with their team. You gotta make some critical executive decisions. But yeah, I'm just heated, man. Just because we could have won this game easily by 17 points, but Wiggins and Pope just refused just to, you know, drop the ball. You know, and I'm not mad at Corey Couch. the reason why I ain't mad at Corey Counts, the man was trying. The man was being competitive.
Oh, yeah.
That's all you can ask for a player is compete. You know, Wiggins is out there. It's like he's flipping. He's, you know, as soon as they hike the ball, he's running backwards. It's like, man, you don't belong in this field, man. And this is Miami. Like, you could find DBs anywhere in any high school in Miami or West Palm Beach or Fort Lauderdale. And it's like, not to have a DB to replace Ivy, that is a big problem. Mm-hmm. You know, I don't care who's responsible for that, whether it be Vander, Rump, Manning. It's like, you guys got to do something about this. Mm-hmm. But, this damn season, man, you know, started good, and it's just like every damn year, it's like December, you know, we just suck. I don't know if it's a conditioning program. You know, it's like, I don't know if we could hang out to, you know, the ending of the season. You know, I don't know. But I'm not saying Manning is the guy. I'm not saying he's not the guy. But Manning, you're on the hot seat officially in my books, man.
Me too.
But that's all I got, you know. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I had nothing else.
All right,
so
Cuban
like
K. My bad.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So my thing is, man, what I'm more pissed off with the defense, and you know, like we was talking about Corey Couch. Corey Couch, if you look at the first quarter, even when we was getting our ass handed to it, 21-0 first quarter, Corey Couch still had bounce. He still had energy. He was making plays. He was the only one making plays for the defense in that damn first quarter. Everybody else looked completely lost. And that's what I asked at halftime when I went on my rant. I said, is it a lack of talent or is it coaching? I'm not understanding it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can sit here and talk coaching all we want, but sometimes it's both, man. It's talent and coaching. And in that first quarter, that shit looked like both, man. Where to the point where I didn't know which was worse, talent or the damn coaching. Because we looked completely lost. Lost. It was like, you know, it was like Blake Baker. He said, we're expecting Oklahoma State to run the ball. And they said, got you. We're going to throw every goddamn play. Didn't know how to make adjustments. You in that soft-ass zone coverage, and what they do? Underneath, all day long. It was one play where even Tim Hasselback, who was calling the game, had to laugh at it, or not really laugh at it. He said, I don't know what the hell they was thinking. They pushed everybody for the run, but didn't account for the wide receiver that was out there. Quarterback, quick snap, throw it to the wide receiver, out there, goddamn, in the flat, boom, first down. It was pathetic.
Yep.
It's pathetic. And you cannot come out week after week pathetic like that, not be able to make adjustments. And you talking about next year, if everything goes smooth, we got Alabama first game? Come on, man. Come on now.
I agree. I mean, and this is my thing. Manny, you're an aggressive defensive coordinator. When you're aggressive, your defense was working. Don't let Blake Baker get you fired. You know, doing all this, like E. Gray said, doing all this zone shit. If you're gonna lose a game your style. You know.
Yes.
Last thing. Rhett called a good game all the way to the end. Rhett was doing his damn thing, and then he causes that stupid ass bubble screen. I'm like, Rhett, play your damn game. Be aggressive. I'm like, why on 4th and 9 you're going to do a bubble screen? You know, that only goes 5 yards. You've been going down the field. Like, if you're going to lose the, you know, playing your game, don't do dumps. Don't try to get cute, you know.
Yep.
But I guess we're just, you know, we ain't coaches, right? So, you know, I guess they know better than we do, right? So
no, definitely not.
You know what? I'm gonna answer this just like I said before. I ain't no damn coach, but
you don't have to be. You don't have to be. There you go. If you done played and you got common sense. If you know the game, man, you ain't got to be a coach to see what everybody else is seeing. Everybody on the damn chat saying the same thing. So, I mean, we all can't be goddamn wrong.
Yeah, but, you know, before I go, you know, Happy New Year's. You know, I love this show. You guys, you know, unfortunately, last night we had that BS. You know, I ain't going to name the person, but, you know, that last night on the comments. But, you know, appreciate the show. You guys have been you know, especially during COVID, and reaching out, talking about our Canes. You guys been a lifesaver, with all of us staying home and being able to spaz out and, talk some Canes. But, yeah, that's all I got. And, one more thing. Devin, you gave me a recommendation last night, right? What was your recommendation, Devin?
Cuban Kane, I want to say thank you for being a great supporter of the show. You have been so good to this show, man. I mean, you have always been our most passionate caller, and I love you to death, man. And you know what I'm saying? I want you to continue to bring the same energy to the show.
Last night I was told to watch the Laker game.
Cuban Kane.
By a certain host. Egray, you know what happened last night? Devin, tell them what happened. Tell them what happened, Devin. Tell them what happened last night.
The Lakers lost.
Say it with your chest. Say it nice and proud.
No. The Lakers lost.
Say it nice and proud.
The Lakers lost. It's early in the year. You acted like this is playoff time, man. We're gonna have fumbles. I want you to keep on watching. New players, new team.
You told me to watch the game.
New players.
Watch the real team play. Every time
real
you
team.
told me to watch the team, real team play.
Real team.
I saw them lost. I'm just saying.
You're gonna see more of that during the season. You're gonna see more losses. My thing is, I want you to pay attention in the playoffs like you did last year when I took care of your Miami Heat, which you ain't even gonna make it there this year because Mr. Kevin Durant got a lot to say about that. So just enjoy looking at me, man, and watching me, man. You ain't gotta worry about making it to the playoffs because you're not gonna even get there this year. Okay.
Just like the Raiders.
You're right. Cuban K, man. I appreciate you, man. Like always, man. It's always a pleasure, big dog.
All right.
Later. All right.
Happy New Year, bro. Yeah. Happy New Year, man.
It's you talk, baby.
But I can see that everybody is starting to get onto the defense now. When I've been saying this all year, that the defense wasn't worth a damn. The soft zone, but I was being told, man, we got to bend and don't break. I've been telling you guys about this defense all year. But everybody now want to say the defense is bad now. Everybody against Blake Baker, but some of y'all was loving Blake Baker at the beginning of the year. It's Utah. Call the state your name and where you calling from.
My name is Kyle S. Stalling. S means superstar. Man.
Kyle S. Stalling. And this S means superstar. Kyle Stalling, man. Talk to us, man. What you think about Blake Baker, man? A lot of people's mad at this defense all of a sudden, man. What's going on?
Blake Baker?
Yeah.
Yeah, his ass ain't at Fort Lauderdale. He ain't at Miami International Airport right now.
Oh, you want him at Miami? You want him at Miami International too? It was. I thought it was bend and don't break though, man. Early in the season, man, we were gonna be all right. It wasn't the defense fault.
Boy, look at here. You about to get off that Kool-Aid. I ain't never been a fan favorite of him.
Oh, okay. I thought I was the only one, man. Oh, so I mean, I don't know, man. I was just wondering, man.
You know me. I've been screaming coaching staff the whole season.
Well, just a couple of us, man. That I don't know, Kyle Stalling. There was a couple of us, man.
I'm gonna tell you like this. The thing is, we spot them 21 points. I don't know why the hell they trying to do that. Like we got a Kansas City Chiefs type offense. I don't know why they gonna spot the team 21 points.
Right.
From the jump. Just like E said a little earlier, because I kind of came on when he was talking before. I think it was Cuban Kane, the Dolphin D came on just a minute ago.
The
thing is, they did play hard for Manning. I see the players did play hard for Manning, and I don't even think it's Manning. I think they played harder for King tonight when King came out, because when King came out of the game, the defense intensity went up. Immediately. The defense intensity went up. Now they got their offense. They got to get that shit together. All phases. Offensive line. The goddamn the running back. How they gonna play with each other? I mean, Chaney had a decent season for a freshman, but shit, he could have played better. But the receivers, we need to get all brand new receivers. If you're a sophomore on the bus, if you've been on a team for 3 years as a receiver, they need to release them out of their scholarship. All our receivers next year need to be true sophomores or redshirt freshmen or true freshmen. I don't want to see no juniors out there or no seniors. On the senior
I just
welcome
don't want to see number 8 and number 6 no more. I'm good on that. I'm cool on them.
Number 6, number 6 killed me.
Mark Pope.
Number 8.
I don't want to see Mark Pope or D. Wiggins no more. And my man say Cam Harris can walk too. Cam Harris actually bounced back, man. I ain't mad at Cam Harris, man. I ain't mad at Cam Harris. But Mark Pope and D. Wiggins, especially, you know what? I'll set Mark Pope to the side just a little bit, but he right there. But the D. Wiggins, the both number 8, D. Wiggins and DJ Ivey, both can get the hell on.
Hold on real quick. Hold on, Kyle. This is a great point. Lafayette Cole, I totally agree with you. Not only was the defense bad, but the celebrating after plays and your offensive opponent is hurrying up and you getting gashed for the very next play. Seen that all night too, Lafayette. That's a great point. Great point, Lafayette Cole.
Especially when the number 1 made the tackle, he get up trying to throw the trades. I'm like, damn, dude, your name ain't been called the whole night. You finally make a play in the third quarter now.
Right.
Now you want to get up, and then he go tippy-toeing back to the line of scrimmage. The quarterback, he faked the shit. He ran the shit for 16 yards.
Right. That was a great point. That was a great point.
Another thing too, why Big Baker dumbass need to get the hell out of there.
Well, I'm gonna tell y'all this. I'm gonna tell y'all this. You know what? I'm not to cut you off, Kyle. I'm gonna say this. But everybody, and I know I've been included in it over the last few games or whatever. Blake Baker ain't going nowhere. Not next year. He'd be there.
We already know that.
He'd be there. You know that. So we might as well.
See the thing is with Blake Baker, he's getting paid peanuts. He ain't really getting paid shit, so that helped Manning have a little bit more money to put towards the offense.
Well,
then
we need to start looking at it like Cuban Kane said, man, and we need to start putting some pressure on Manny ass then. Straight up. Because if Blake Baker ain't going nowhere, then he need to step up, man, and he need to take over this defense like we've been saying or something, because this ain't going to work, bro. For real.
Blake Baker didn't call this game on defensive day. He ain't called a defensive day. I don't think he called a defense. Not in the second half.
Well, that's why we look better in the second half. He called it. Look, Kyle, I guarantee you, he called it in the first.
You get that?
He called it in the first.
Because ain't no way those guys just turned. When King got hurt, immediately when King got hurt, that defense fucking switch came on. They played different through the rest of the game. The intensity was there. You know, it seemed like, the thing is that he's not a good, he might be a good, I would say he might, I give Baker some type of benefit of doubt right now. And I ain't drinking right now, so that's probably why I'm talking stupid.
I tell you this, my problem with the whole damn team. The whole team, the players, the coaches, everybody included on the damn team, and it's been all year, is the fact that I have not seen us once yet in any game set the goddamn tone. What I mean by set the damn tone is that on the offense side of the ball, come out, punch the other team in the mouth, make them adjust to what we do. On the defensive side of the ball, put some pressure on them, cause turnovers, make them adjust to what we do. The only time we did that, and we really didn't do it because we got lucky, if you remember, Florida State game. Why I go back to the Florida State game? Yeah, it looked all peaches and cream after the first drive of Florida State. Because if you remember the first drive of the game, Florida State marched 80 yards down the goddamn field. Am I lying? You remember that?
Nope. Yep.
And we somehow got the turnover, whatever the hell it was, and we got it, and we drove down, and we changed the whole momentum of the game. From then on, we controlled everything in that game. But I have yet to see the Canes come out from the opening kickoff, control the goddamn narrative of the game. From the beginning. From the
Okay.
beginning. I hadn't
Okay,
seen
let-
it all year. And we 8-3.
Okay, let-
I have not seen it all year.
Okay. Yeah, check this out. Check this out. Florida State played with a handicap. First of all, because they had a running fucking quarterback. Now just
Well,
think about
that
this.
mascot is a handicap. Their whole school is a handicap. That's neither here nor there.
So check this out. Now just think about the whole season now. Every time we played a team that had a decent quarterback, they apply pressure on us.
Yeah. They move the ball like they want to.
Move the ball
Absolutely.
like why I don't know how that I'm gonna tell you fuck it, I don't want to even talk about it no more. What Manny Diaz and his coach staff need to do on the off season, because only way a coach gonna get better, he gotta go talk to other coaches. And when I say go talk to other coaches, he don't even talk to Jimmy Johnson no more. Because Jimmy Johnson had some dog-ass players. You know what I'm saying? What he need to do, he got some help right in his backyard right now. On the off-season, you know what? Let me go peek and see what Miami Dolphins got going on. Let me go pick that coach head right there. Because he's a defensive coach like I'm a defensive coach. Let me pick his brains and see what the hell he got going on at the Dolphins. Because how the hell the Dolphins went from sugar to... How they went from shit to goddamn barbecue? They ain't sugar because we ain't winning no shit. We ain't going to no shit. So I ain't gonna say they sugar, but they relevant a little bit, at least for right now. He need to take Manny Diaz on the off season. Need to go ahead and talk. He need to talk with the Dolphins coach and say, hey, man, you know, we the big name, we the big shot callers in the city of Miami. We our names right now is top 25 in the city of Miami right now. What did you do? What kind of measures you took as far as move your team forward? He need to do that. That's what Man Diaz need to do.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Talk. But I'm gonna sit back and listen to some more, man. I got on kind of late, man. I didn't get a chance to hear Mr. Larry Frank Jr. talk. So I'm about to play your thing back, man. Once y'all get off, I'm about to play it all the way back. But I'm gonna listen out, man.
All right, superstar.
All right, Kyle. Hey, happy holidays to you, man. Happy New Year to you too, brother.
Yeah, too, man. You know, I guess. Are you gonna do? Are you gonna this your last Kane thing? Or are you gonna? Recruit? I know you're gonna come back on recruit. The signing date.
We're going to come back on recruiting. I'm going to give you a schedule, man. Like I say, once the season is done, man, I'm going to come up to somewhere to be back maybe every 2 weeks. We'll have a show because I got some other stuff going on too, man. But I definitely be posting and letting everybody know what's going on when I come up with the schedule, Kyle. Most definitely.
Right, because none of us can talk the playoffs in the NFL because ain't nobody team doing shit. So we can't talk football now. Ain't no need for nobody talking NFL because Dolphins, if we get lucky, we got a good chance to get in the playoffs. Cause we got 3 teams. We got 3 teams. All one of them got to do is lose. So we got a good. Our odds are good right now. With them 3 teams that got to lose, we got a good chance. But after that first round, after that wild card game, I can't see Dolphins going past the wild card game. But great season. Hey, it was a good season. Only thing good about the season that we was over 500.
Yeah.
I give the record. You know,
Yeah.
we were over 500. But as far as the play of the team, King need to get offensive MVP. He need to get running back MVP. He need to get goddamn team MVP. He need to get defense MVP too. Because I don't think nobody on defense shouldn't give out the defense MVP award this year. They shouldn't give it to nobody. I mean, Couch played decent, but shit, he don't get no fucking turnovers. He ain't no ball hawk, but at least he's in the area. Maybe next year he'll play a lot better, you know. But that defensive staff got to go. That's the only way Couch gonna get better. He got to get coached up better than what he is, because he's still playing. He's playing off his high school ability. He's not playing what Miami taught him.
Them fights.
Anyways, man, y'all take care, man. Happy holiday. I guess you come back around when the goddamn big folks when they get to the goddamn at least the championship game, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely.
Clemson playing.
Yeah, I'll put something. I'm gonna put something on Facebook and let you know. You know, me and you'll be talking.
All right, y'all take care, man.
All right, Kyle.
Happy New Year. Yeah.
All right, Happy New Year to both of y'all too, man. Thanks for everything you did this season for.
Thank you.
All this stuff, man.
Thank you, man, for all of your support. Appreciate you.
Man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, no problem.
Later.
No problem, man.
It's Utah, baby.
Day one supporter, Kyle Stolen,
Yes,
Cuban
sir.
Kane.
Yeah,
Thank
man,
all of
but
y'all.
You know the thing about it, man. I just want to say this, even though I'm mad we lost, but I'm happy that the boys fought back the way they did after going down 21-0. They didn't quit. They didn't give up. Even after King went down, they didn't quit. They didn't give up. Shows a lot of heart about the team and the players. They do have heart. It's just maybe they've been a little bit misguided. You know, maybe the lack of talent is still there in some spots. Maybe it's just not there as far as with experience or whatever. But you know, the lack of the efficiencies that I saw was at the cornerback position and at the wide receiver position. And shout out, I was reading in the chat. Shout out J.R. Hayes. He was saying they move the ball because our cornerbacks line up 10 to 15 yards off the ball. They're saying that shit every goddamn week. And it was just killing me tonight. The only one that was lined up man at a good point was Corey Couch. The rest of them was 10, 15 yards back, and they just killed us underneath. But, you know, that comes with coaching. That you got to tell them to, you know, you got to make the adjustment. But coaching ain't a part of catching the ball as far as with the wide receivers. Wide receivers just got to catch the goddamn ball.
Sigmund Sandefire. I would be surprised if Ed Reed moves on. Eric Myrick. Manning calls the defense the whole game. Manning never stopped a good defense besides Notre Dame.
Ed Reed ain't going nowhere. He got a sweet job. He's getting free money, basically, being the chief of staff. Shit, he doesn't have to coach. He just, you know, he's donating his time, basically. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he gets more involved, I hope. You know, maybe he spends a little bit more time. Like, he was getting more involved on the sideline with them DBs when they was getting sliced and diced earlier in the game. You know, he was, you know, talking to them a little bit more. But, you know, hopefully he gets more involved. Hell, I don't know.
I hope.
I doubt he moves on from the program. I doubt that.
Larry Frame. At what point do we speak on Blake James, who settled on Manny Diaz after 3 weeks? I'm just saying, did he get the best guy or settle for the bargain price coach?
Well, a little bit of both. Manny, at the time, for the momentum of the program, at that time, man, I thought Manny was the right guy. And who knows, Manny still might be the right guy. This is his second year as head coach. He's finishing up his second year as head coach.
You still got to be able to show that you can make adjustments doing games, though.
I get that.
And I just don't see. I don't see where he's doing that. I mean, it's one thing if we see it like, damn, give me one game to where you consistent. I haven't even seen that. And like you say,
well, I'm gonna say this. For one, I'm playing devil's advocate here because for one, it's a COVID year, crazy year for everybody. Was what it was. Second year as head coach. Now, if we don't see any growth in year 8, I mean year 3. I'm talking about year 8.
I'm like, sorry, damn, boy, you gonna give him 8 years, huh?
My bad. No, what I meant to say was year 3.
Mm-hmm.
Year 3 next year. If we don't see growth, then we had that discussion. But in order to build a program, you got to bring these players in. You got to bring the right talent in, man. And I do think that he's moving in that right direction. You know what I'm saying? And we definitely need to hit up that transfer portal. Just think if we didn't hit up the transfer portal the way he did, we wouldn't have been what we had now. We wouldn't have been no damn 8-3.
So you think that? So what are you? You're saying that Manny's bringing in talent. You feel like that he's coaching up the talent?
I didn't say that.
I'm asking you. I'm not saying you said that. I'm asking you a question.
Oh.
Do you think that Manny is coaching up the talent that he's bringing in here?
Now,
Do you think that? Yes.
No, hell no. I'm looking at wide receivers drop balls and cornerbacks and defensive players look lost. No, I don't think I'm being coached up. Not at this moment, no. Doesn't pass the eye test for me.
And that's my thing. Like, you keep getting these. Okay, these are gonna be your second recruiting class. So if he's not, you're getting this talent now. And the thing is, like you're saying, you don't look like he's coaching it up right now. I'm just trying to see how's he gonna be able to do it going forward. I hope he can. Because you got a decent.
You got to remember. So if this is second recruit class, not counting transfer portal guys. So he got freshmen in there now, and sophomores bringing in another class, this and that third. Let's just see where it takes us going into next year. I'm just saying we got to give another chance. I mean, we don't have a damn choice anyway. We can bitch and bark and all of this about Manny and Blake and Brett Lashley and all of that. But the fact is, they're going to be there next year. We want to see the progression.
Yeah.
If we don't see progression going into year 3, then we can revisit this.
Yeah, I don't think that nobody's questioning that they're not going anywhere, but we can still hold them accountable. That's the whole thing. To keep the pressure on.
I'm not saying don't hold them accountable. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, let's just see how it goes.
I agree. A good coach brings in talent. A great coach develops and coaches up the talent. An elite coach wins with the talent. Just saying. I agree. And I don't think that man is doing a good enough job coaching up the talent. That's just my opinion. But like you say, it'll be his third year next year. We'll see how it go. We'll see. Shout out to Wayne Foster. What's going on? But I'm in agreement with all of you guys with the wide receivers and the fucking drop passes. I'm tired. And even my boy at defensive end, McLeod, I'm tired of seeing that movie. He didn't do a damn thing at defensive end tonight with the switch. He was out of position all night. I seen him chasing down plays, huh?
Look horrible. Get caught inside so many times.
So many times.
Outside with the court, he get caught inside like, nah.
It was ugly, wasn't it,
It was pretty bad. It was pretty bad.
But I didn't. I didn't understand, man. Like how I was waiting on the thing George Diaz told us last night, as far as like we were gonna see some of the younger wide receivers, and I didn't think we saw enough of them, man. Like I say, I mean, we didn't see enough of the young guys, man. And I was looking forward to that because the first pass that D Wiggins dropped, I'm just like, bro, come on, man, E. And big shout out to N'Kosi Perry. I've always been big on N'Kosi. I just felt like he's always came up with the short end of the stick because of the coaching changes and the different OCs that he had to play, up underneath, man. But he looked good tonight, man. And Kosi's always been a guy to come into a game, man, when we've been down. And he's had comeback wins. And he was putting balls, like you said, on the dime, dropping dimes tonight to everybody. Everybody. Right. It's a damn shame that they couldn't make plays for him, man, because he did good, man. He did good.
Out there, man.
He did everything that they needed him to do and asked him to do coming into that type of situation in that game, being down. N'Kosi is a true hurricane, and I'm glad that he didn't take the easy way out, man. He had a couple of missteps when he first got on campus with the immaturity, but he grew from that. And he didn't run like a lot of other guys, man. Transferred and got his head down, man. He waited his turn, and he played good, man. True hurricane, man. Great job in N'Kosi, man. And D'Eriq King, man, we wish you a speedy recovery. I hope that you can, recover and get back out on the field, man. But Rhett Lashley, I'm with you with this play calling, man. It's terrible. This play calling is terrible, man. I think it's too predictable, man. I think he's too run heavy when King is in the game. One of the reasons why I think that it was going to be eventually King was going to get hurt anyways, but all the damn running he had him doing like he a running back. But he called the game different when N'Kosi came in, man. I mean, he was more pass happy, and he wasn't as predictable, like he was with N'Kosi. I'm sorry, when D'Eriq King was in the game. I mean, he opened up the offense a little bit more when N'Kosi came in. But
why was Amari Carter not playing tonight?
I don't know. I seen him standing over there on the sidelines, man. I don't know what happened. And they had me dying laughing on Facebook. Somebody, I think that was David Franklin, hollered, man, well, who gonna get ejected tonight if Amari ain't playing? I'm like, dog. Yeah, man, he do, man. Rhett got a good offense, but play calling is not good. It ain't. Plain and simple. It ain't. I agree with you, Larry Frank. It's not.
Yeah, I agree with Larry.
It's predictable, man. It's totally predictable when De'Aaron King is up underneath the center, man. It is. Who you talking about? Did he get ejected? Who you talking about, Carter? Nah, he just didn't play tonight, Larry Frank. He was over there in street clothes tonight.
I want to see us with a stud wide receiver next year, man. Like I remember, I think it was Larry Frank. We said it on a show a while ago. We don't have that guy that you look at and be like, oh no, that wasn't Larry Frank. Remember who?
Dexter.
Was that somebody we had on the show?
Dexter Ziegler.
Dexter. Because he said we need that one guy where the defense look over there and be like, oh Lord, we got to stop that dude.
But you've been saying that. But you have been saying that too. You know what I'm saying? And we don't got a stud, man.
That guy, man.
We don't. I mean, I seen D. Wiggins go up for the ball and look like he was fighting the ball, man. All he had to do was just catch that. Just catch it. I'm like, man, really?
Allergic. Oh man.
I mean, and Colson, just great game. I don't know Wayne Foster, Will Mallory. I thought that he should have got more reps too, man. I agree. But it's a damn shame when your tight ends catch the ball better than your wide receivers, man. That's a shame. They're more reliable than our wide receivers. Our tight ends are.
Pretty much. Yep.
So, man, like I said, man, everybody, we wanted to come on for a little while tonight.
A little bit.
Just for a little bit, man. I would definitely, like I say, let you guys know, man. We're gonna still be doing stuff over the break, man. We'll be coming on maybe once every 2 weeks or so. I'm not gonna do it every week, but we'll definitely be putting some stuff out to let you know when we're coming on, man. So I ask that if you haven't subscribed to the show, please do, and hit that like button, hit the comments, man. And we appreciate everybody, man. I want to say thank you to everybody during the year, man. Everybody that shows support from buying the U-Talk merchandise, man. I couldn't be more thankful, man. Thank all of you guys, man, for your support all around, man. And like I say, man, we're going to definitely stay in touch. E. Gray, I'm going to let you get some departing words before we get out of here. What you want to say?
All was not lost this year, y'all. Crazy year, COVID season. At the beginning of the year, did y'all really think we were going for the national championship? Realistically, no. But I wanted to see us compete, and we did that. You know, had the North Carolina game gone a little bit different, we'd have been playing probably in a New Year's Six Bowl. But the way we came out in the first quarter today, I don't know if that would have been a good thing. But either way, them boys fought back, didn't win. We lost another damn bowl game. How many bowl games we lost in a row, man?
Oh, that's two. Because we won the one, we won the Russell Athletic. That was when Mark Richt was there. The same bowl in Orlando. But they called it the Cheez-It Bowl this year. So we lost the Independence Bowl last year.
But I just want to say thank y'all for tuning in each week, each show that we have. And due to COVID, we've been restricted. But I know my boy D. We have some big plans for next season, Lord willing. We got some big plans.
Lord willing.
And we still gonna, like you say, we're gonna be on periodically throughout the off season, definitely during the recruitment, coming up for the official signing day in February. But he'll let y'all know. And I just appreciate the love, man. Love all y'all. Kane's family, man. We different, dog. You know what I'm saying? We different than any other sports group, period. We different. Yeah, you can have them Alabama fans, you can have them Florida Gator fans, you can have them Florida State Seminole fans, Clemson Tiger fans, but they just fans. They groups. We family, baby. We different like that. We different. And I just love it. And I love to be a part of them, I love all y'all.
Most definitely, man. And to you, I want to say thank you for coming on. You done a great job. I always tell you how fond I was of you when we first met, man. I was a fan of yours, and that's why I asked you to join the show and to come in and chime in whenever you wanted to. So,
appreciate you. Great
addition to the show with you. You did a hell of a job, and I know you're going to continue to do. Same thing with Larry Frank, who we just brought in. These are my guys. So, like I say, it's a Kane thing, y'all, and it's a U-Talk thing. We family over here, man. Everybody family. J.R. Hayes, Danielle Carroll, Jeffrey O'Neill. I mean, I call you guys out, man, every week, man. Like I say, I appreciate Kyle Stalling, George Diaz, man. Kane Dup, Cuban Kane, man. All of you guys, man.
What up, though?
Day one supporters. Shout out to all of you guys. My mother. I love all of y'all. Thank you for your support, man, from day one. And we going to continue to grow the show. And like he said, man, if the Lord's will, we got a lot of stuff planned next year, man. Whether it's the tailgating, we got a lot of stuff going on next year, trust me. So, again, man, great season, Canes. Definitely going to be in touch. Shout out to Lafayette Cole, man. Shout out your boys, man, before we get out of here. Jamal Davis, what it do? Benny Barrett, go ahead.
Shout out, La. Appreciate you, man. You ain't called me today, but it's all right. Lafayette Cole. Shout out to my boy D. Bailey. We watched the game together, even though he came late and watched the damn second half after halftime. Shout out to Donovan Bailey. And shout out to Hurricane Chris, who was supposed to come watch the game, but I guess he got caught up with something, whatnot. But shout out to my boys. And shout out to my boy Brian. My boy Brian, what it do?
All right. Jamal Davis, my day one ace, man. Florida in the house, man. Jamal Davis, Benny Barrett, Cyrus Sumpter, Tremaine Daniels, what it do? My super producer, man. Shout out to my boy Marquise Judge, King Judge, man. What's going on? I appreciate all you do, man. Thank you, man. So, hey, y'all, great year. We're going to be ready for the spring. We're going to be coming back talking recruiting. We're going to keep it coming. Everybody, man, stay safe and have a happy new year. I'm going to let you tell everybody to have a happy new year, and we're going to get out of here.
Hey, happy holidays, happy new year. Hopefully 2021 is greater than 2020 was. You feel me? Just saying.
That's what's up. And y'all check out my boy, man, Just Saying, man, too, man. He be over there doing this thing on Just Saying, man, on the NFL tip, man, E. Gray. Hey, man, look here. Y'all know how we start every show. And we ain't finished because, like I say, we got a lot more coming. And y'all know how we end every show. It ain't no us. Without you, baby.
Yes, sir.
Happy New Year's, everybody. Stay safe.
New Year.
Take care of yourself. We'll be in touch. It's you talk.
It's you talk, baby.